My investigation shows that continuing feud is assuring that you may be paying more than your fair share in taxes, while your neighbor pays less than he should. Whether you get an assessment reduced appears to be a roll of the dice that's luckier for some property owners than others. Consider. Board member Michael Sully heard 1,001 appeals last year. He reduced assessments in 31% of those cases. But of the 15,071 appeals before board member Ken Barron, he reduced 70%. Why such a wide disparity?
In some of the cases, I believe these people are not paying their fair share, that there is favoritism among some of the people that come in.
I'm very familiar with legal process and procedure, and what I am doing is 100% accurate and correct.
It's supposed to be the job of the assessment board to ensure that everybody pays their fair share. But with the board divided, they seem to be guaranteeing just the opposite, that assessments in Allegheny County will remain out of whack. This house in Collier sold last year for $64,900. It was reassessed at $59,500. But board member Ken Barron reduced it to $47,500. This house in Upper St. Clair sold 4 years ago for $63,600. It was reassessed at $59,000, but again, Barron reduced it, this time to $45,000. Sully questions whether Commissioner Larry Dunn has exerted influence on board members like Barron to derail the attempt to even out inequities in the assessment system.
In fact, you believe it's being sabotaged by the board?
By some board members, yes.
Mr. Dunn, to the best of my knowledge, has never spoken to myself or any other board member asking for us to give results in any manner.
But as a group, the board has reduced assessments by $41 million, leaving Commission Chairman Mike DeWita with a $4 million hole in his budget.
We'll live with whatever we have to live with because that's our job. But it's unfair to people, and that's wrong.
Now, there are calls on both sides for an investigation of these disparities, but it's clear this war in the assessment board has made a big mess of things. And Stacy, today Mike DeWita told me he's going to ask the legislature to throw out the entire property tax system, and he wants to come up with one that's more fair to everybody.
I have a feeling not many people will argue with that at all, Andy.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, as Andy just mentioned, Commissioner Larry Dunn has been on the front lines in the battle with the assessment board, and today he filed a lawsuit to try to stop an across-the-board increase in assessments that would effectively raise every property owner's tax bill 2% this year. Now, Dunn announced his plans on the steps of the city-county building. He then proceeded to the prothonotaria's office, where he officially filed the lawsuit with the Court of Common Pleas. Dunn says the across-the-board increase is illegal, unfair, and could cost taxpayers millions of dollars.
And somebody with a market value of $100,000 would pay $226 more. This is real money. Many people are in fixed incomes and just can't afford it.
And also coming up, the assessment war heats up. Board members pitted against one another.
Let's go to the action cam over downtown Pittsburgh tonight. More storms are swirling in the area. Stephen is manning the Doppler. Your DiNardo forecast
is everywhere. Live with Sally Wiggin, Scott Baker, the 24-hour DiNardo Weather Watch with Chief Meteorologist Joe DiNardo, and Action Sports with Andrew Stockey. Action News continues.
I have the floor, Mr. Chairman.